like, when I was talking to DJ, I'm like, bro, I'm like, think about it. I said, how you got my on a sniffing prep? I said, nobody ain't gonna come fuck with you. He like, yeah. I'm like, we gotta turn this shit around. Like, at the end of the day, y'all just ain't gonna be blogging. Y'all trying to turn this shit to biz and some billions. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. Phone a mess. This conversation needed to be heard. A lot of people, like myself, kind of mad. I don't know if Durk approved it, but Jmane leaking that phone conversation is a little bit irritating because he did it with Offset, and I think he did it with a few other celebrities. I just don't understand what's the leaking of private conversations gonna do. What is it gonna prove? Like, it's gonna prove nothing. You better off just waiting until the work y'all did together come out. But anyway, that's another story. So the conversation that's gonna be heard around the world between FYB, Jmane, and Lil Durk finally happened. They started off talking about the different cereals because, you know, I believe Jmane got his cereal idea from Durk. Like, when you go back and look at the Durkios and then the Whoops, it's just like the animation style is the same, but I get it. It's a different message with Jmane doing this shit just for pushing peace or whatever. But on a serious note, something that I included in this video because I didn't want to include everything from that conversation because that's Jmane content. I'm gonna let him do what he want to do with it. But I used a little 16-second clip of when Lil Durk said he reached out to DJU, was gonna work with him, but when he seen DJU, because I think Durk was reaching out to all the big interviewer platforms, like 16 shot him, DJU. He reached out. I don't know what happened with him at 16, but he reached out to you and told DJU that, you feel me, you got kids on your platform snorting perks. I can't fuck with you. And when he said that, that immediately clicked the light bulb in my head was, this why as bloggers or even just as day-to-day people, we got to be careful what we're doing on these streets, gang, because just anywhere. Because you think it's somebody not watching you, especially if you have a brand or a platform that you're trying to bring people on like myself, we have to be careful of what we say and do, because any little thing that a person not rocking with could lead them from not fucking with you. Because honestly, DJU could have been the first person from the rack to break that Lil Durk interview. You know what I'm saying? He could have been the first person to do it. But just him allowing a little bullshit on his channel during his interviews, it's kind of, not, I don't want to say scared Durk away, but kind of turned him off to the whole idea of fucking even linking with DJU. And so now that opened the door for Jmane. And what Jmane been doing on his platform is pushing the peace. People wanted him to get into it with Aunt Glizzy. You see fucking Culture Vulture DJ Vlad got to talking about he's supposed to do this or do that. And if Jmane did do that, then Durk wouldn't rock with him. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's good to stick to your message, whatever you trying to do. Don't let nobody persuade you to do something else that's gonna knock you off your hustle, bro. Because we see Mimo 600 was getting flack. He responded in that picture I added, talking about how people was dissing him. He want to see the same people diss him that was dissing him, diss Lil Durk the way they did Mimo. And I agree with that, because Mimo always been his own man. Regardless of what people said or had to say about him, he stood on what he feels was his business. Now, the person who had the most to say about that motherfucking Jmane and Mimo shit, I believe, was Trigger 600, my boy, who locked in the interview with me. I appreciate him for that. But he was kind of pissed off because they trying to tarnish Jmane image again with all his old music. So now they on Instagram showing Jmane playing his 51 Dead Ops and all that shit. Trigger shared it and said, if you're really pushing peace, then this should be nowhere on the internet. You shouldn't be able to find him dissing the ops. When in actuality, that's part of his story. That's part of his growth, showing you where he came from to where he's at today. I honestly believe if an op try to slap Jmane, I believe he gonna get on his Martin Luther King shit, gang, and be like, can't we just push the peace? Y'all over whooping, bro. Amen. Some shit like that, folks. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think below. I'm gone.